Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well and happy Saturday. So, as usual, let's jump in and not waste any more time. Going to give this 2 seconds to make sure the audio is coming through. And it is. That's always good. Let's go. This is the usual 10-minute Saturday morning segment where I just blitz through a whole bunch of relevant news, I should say, math, money, freedom, and of course, edutainment. Let's go. Let's look at the market. So, despite the week we have had, lots of great sniping opportunities, we can see Cardano is on the move. Big dark green. So, well done, everybody. Some of the other counterparts of Cardano are a little bit weak right now, but they're all on the cusp of turning green. And remember yesterday I said I have a funny feeling it's going to be a good weekend. I expect some fireworks. I expect some money to come in and a big pump. So that is just my gut feeling. All the signs I see in the tea leaves. So it's exciting. So let's talk about this one. Jack Mollers, he is a real bowler. He knows his stuff. The guy behind Strike, the guy behind making Twitter Bitcoin compatible and El Salvador and everything else. This kid is something else. But he believes we could see a $400,000 Bitcoin in 2022. And remember, this guy talks to everybody. He has got the inside line. He sees adoption. He sees traction, a lot of good data. So the question I have, everybody's always talking about, oh, I'm going to get ready to sell in December and get out. But just think about this. What happens if Bitcoin does go to $400,000 and you sell at 100? So just food for thought, not telling anybody to buy or sell or not sell or anything else. Another really cool news. Can you imagine going to university and setting up your own mining rigs and mining your own Bitcoin in class? What could be more exciting? Wow, I wish I could have done this when I was in school 30-something plus years ago. But anyway, what a great idea. And a big thank you as well to Cynthia Loomis, one of our cool politicians here in the US, very forward-thinking from a state, Wyoming, that needs a lot of industry. They are embracing crypto in a big way. They are chartering banks. Now they're teaching kids how to mine Bitcoin in school and so much other good stuff. So we need more of this in the world. So let's talk a little bit about The Economist. This is a 160-year-old magazine, and it's one of the best journals out there. But basically, this is an article that is just released. And a big thank you as well to Sanjay for kicking this my way. Why is it wise to add Bitcoin to an investment portfolio? It literally hot off the press just came out minutes ago. And basically, they say all of a sudden that Bitcoin is an uncorrelated asset, especially since 2018, which means it moves independently of other assets. So it doesn't move up or down with the stock market that people believe. It moves in its own direction. It's also not correlated to bonds. It's not correlated to real estate, although Kathy Wood believes it is correlated to real estate. So this is where they're a little bit different. But the range of correlation is extremely small, like 0.2. And they believe everybody should have at least 1 to 5% allocation of Bitcoin in their portfolio because it is an excellent source of diversification and hedging and everything else. So well done, Economist. And for them to come out and say that is quite impressive. Let's talk a little bit about Polkadot. Just a quick update. These guys are making moves. Their parachains are coming soon, and they have an ecosystem that is building out very rapidly and on par with some of the capabilities that Ethereum has. Everything from stable coins, credit markets, AMMs, oracles, synthetic assets, asset management, smart contract execution, you name it. They are making huge investments. And I get a lot of questions from people like, when is Polkadot going to move? What is my year-end target, etc., etc. So here we are. Decided to kill 100 birds with one stone. I am still very, very bullish on Polkadot. I put this together at the end of April in my Should I Buy Polkadot video. The numbers that were in that video are still relevant today. So I have my DOT to ETH pricing model, and I still believe we'll see a $94 to $99, $98 price prediction by the end of 2021 or at the end of this bull run, however long it goes. 2022 up to $122 and 2025 up to $300. So again, Polkadot is a very good asset to have. It has gone up quite a bit lately, but I think it's got a lot more room to run and the development is fantastic. Remember, Gavin, the guy behind Polkadot, was the guy who created the first white paper and code for Ethereum. So he knows his stuff. Now, a little mention of gaming. As you know, I'm trying to ramp up my gaming knowledge, but I thought this was an interesting statistic. Not only good for Ethereum, but also Axie, and really just to show how fast this whole space is going. Axie has made more than Fortnite from Epic Games, which is one of the biggest games of all time, over the last 12 months. Think about that. A blockchain game has just crushed the existing traditional gaming world. And not to mention the $2 billion in NFTs sold on Axie. This is just an example of how this whole metaverse world is exploding. And I think the market cap of Fortnite is about $30 billion. So it is, or the market cap of Epic Games and their key treasure is Fortnite, is about $30 billion. So this is just staggering, and we'll be digging more into this whole space as we go forward. And in terms of a new wallet, this is one I've been playing with and experimenting with. And I must say, I am blown away. I've been a MetaMask user for quite some time, and I started using the PhantomWallet and had a quick look at comparisons between PhantomWallet and MetaMask. Obviously, Phantom is the Solana take on MetaMask, but if you don't have a good wallet, it can make or break a chain. And literally, I find Phantom so easy to use. The user experience is fantastic, and it's simple, easy. You can do all sorts of stuff with it. You can tie it into multiple hardware wallets. You can stake on it. You can operate. You can do token swaps, NFTs, collectibles, etc. Has all sorts of ledger support, Web3 support. So it's just interesting to look at. If you guys are interested in these types of hot wallets, check it out. It's fun to play with. Finally, not finally, but USDT has been selling off against the Yuan. This was to be expected. The actual discount of USDT compared to the Yuan, compared to the US dollar, is like 1.5 to 2% right now, and a negative premium. And this shows you exactly what's going on right now. That means the clampdown on crypto trading and investing in China has put downward pressure on the USDT. People are basically cashing in their chips, getting out of the market. So you can see that in the USDT data. Another thing to look at, when you look at Tether, is Tether tanking? We're not sure, but if you look at the number of active addresses, the 7-day moving average, it just reached a 1.5-year low of about 4.3 million. So it's definitely becoming less popular. People are definitely using USDT less, which tells me the smart money maybe thinks there's some risk of holding USDT. So be careful out there if you do hold any of this. Evergrande as well, the elephant in the room, as we call it, they did not pay their $85 million in coupon payments Thursday, 2 days ago. So basically, a lot of people said, oh yeah, they're going to pay and they're going to get funded and they're going to be bailed out, etc. That has not happened yet, which means it is still a little bit of a risk. We are not out of the woods, as I've been saying. May not be that bad. The stock markets in the US and the crypto markets have kind of shaken it off, so it's not a big issue so far. It did bring us down that 5% pretty quickly. Didn't get us to the 10% that I thought maybe could happen. It didn't, but that just shows you how much money there is in the system. But remember, let's keep an eye on this and make sure everything is okay going forward. And one thing for those new investors, I think it's very, very important to share this. And I've always called, let me zoom out for a second. I've always called investing and trading a blood sport. It's you against the counterpart. And you don't know who that is, but odds are they are a hedge fund, they are a professional trader, they are an automated bot or something else. So please, when you are investing, try imagine who is on the other side. So this is an interesting one. So the Big Short, Michael Burry, was subpoenaed over Gamestop trading. So again, this is a warning to people that are these diamond hands people. The whole diamond hands meme is there to manipulate you, to say, okay, everybody, buy your GameStop and never let go. Don't be spinach hands, be diamond hands, or buy your Doge, etc. Don't ever let go. The problem is this. Let me share the next slide. I was getting overly protective. So if you look at GameStop, and the bottom yellow box here on the left is where Michael Burry bought. Basically, I think it was low 50s, low 40s, something like that. And he sold right at the top, above 400. And what's been happening ever since? All the people that bought all the way up to 400 are still holding because they know it's going back to 400. But if you look at this chart, it's not. So again, you're going up against the Michael Burrys of the world when you trade. Don't be fooled. Be smart. Because the future, like the fundamental value of GameStop is about $10. It's trading at whatever it is now, 100 and something, 200, whatever. But the point is, the future is clear. I don't know if it's going to take a week, a month, a year, 2 years. That's where it's going. And that is fundamental business. It's gravity that's suck it back down. And what I thought was an interesting parallel as well for those people who love Dogecoin, if you look at the parallels between the movements of GameStop and Doge, they actually move in sync. They are highly correlated, unlike Bitcoin, which is uncorrelated. So that's kind of the big message and lesson for today here. So be careful, everybody, when you play with this stuff, because it's extremely dangerous. Meme stocks, meme tokens, buy real stuff. That's it, everybody. Very quick one, as usual. Hope you like the content. Big thank you to everybody out there. Let's, before we wrap up, a quick look at the market. Again, everything is kind of up and down and all over the place, but very consistent, very flat. Everything's hovering around, waiting for that pounce. It's like a coiled up spring. So we'll see where it goes. And if you're new, subscribe, hit the like. Thanks, everybody. Happy Saturday. You'll see you tomorrow on DCA in the morning. Bye.